Beautiful Sagittarius gang, how are you, my friends? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. We are doing temperature checks. I'm calling them little sips because I'm the Intuitive Teacup. Just a little sip. You're sipping it. We're checking in on the energy of that person you're thinking about. Temperature checks, little sips. Let's see what we got for that person you're thinking of, Sagittarius. I'm going to read for both your energies here in this mini tarot love reading. Know in advance because this is a general reading on YouTube, a very large platform. Not everything in this video will be your message. It's up to you guys to come into this with an open heart and an open mind. I ask that ultimately you only take away messages that resonate with you, that motivate you, that inspire you. Anything that feels strange or foreign, drop it like it's hot. Don't take on that energy if it's not your message, but do give yourself the decency of time, right? Allow these messages to kind of sweep over you. Allow yourself to digest these messages and, something might resonate in the future. All right, a few more cards for Sagittarius. You have beautiful energy showing up. Beautiful. I just saw the Sun and the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom. They didn't come out yet, but... yeah, some of you are considering marriage with a Taurus or a Cancer, soulmate energy with a Taurus or a Cancer, particularly marriage with a Cancer. If it's not that, literally considering an Aries. Or worried about how your career, your finances could be impacting a future celebration. If any of my Sagittarians are planning a wedding, you're worried about money and you're worried about your father being there. You may have a troubled relationship with a father. What an interesting message. I'm getting something about, should we invite him to the wedding? Specifically the father, not so much the mother. You're willing to travel. You're willing to travel to see the mother. You're willing to pay for the mom's flight. And that's such a funny message, Sagittarius. All right, so you're showing up. This has to do with traveling, distance. I just heard he's going the distance. Isn't that a song? I don't know who sings that, but anyway, whatever. Doesn't matter. Wow, you got Scorpio showing up now with Queen of Cups energy. And you have Libra. Sagittarius, how many people are you planning on marrying? Is this a wedding involving multiple people? Oh, maybe this is your bridal party. Maybe this is all the bridesmaids and what are they called? The groomsmen, the ushers? I don't know. Can you tell I've never been in a wedding? I don't know who these people are, Sagittarius, but there's a lot of them. All right, let's go ahead and jump in. So yeah, you're either worried about money or your career, and I am reading for love, but this is coming through, or needing to heal something with a father figure, or if it's not a father figure, it could be an Aries, or someone who's a little bit controlling, someone who, they have like boundary issues. They're constantly kind of coming into your energy, and it feels like they're breathing down your neck. This could literally be your boss. I'm not going to take those, but they are beautiful cards. Knight of Water, Ace of Cups. So you're moving towards making a decision about love. And it's going to be freaking amazing. You're going to celebrate it. I'm not going to take it because I'm asking a specific question about if this is not a father figure or a boss, where are we at with the Aries? For those cross-watching, I assume on a Sagittarius, what about this Aries is important? If it is in fact an Aries, and it might not be, but... for the few people with an Aries, where does Sagittarius rest with the Aries? With the Aries coming up, the Emperor, clarify. Okay, it's commitment. Okay, so commitment as well as the father. Okay, yeah. So, sometimes it's being clarified by the Hierophant in this deck. Especially if your father is 55 years old. I don't know why I'm being told to say that, but that's important for some of you. 55, if that's not the age of someone, something about that number is important. 55, I don't really know what that means, but maybe some of you Saggies do. Yeah, this person really, they like to lecture you about how to live your life. And Sagittarius, you are not about that, are you? You don't love to be told what to do, right? But with this, you've sort of developed like nod and shake your head and then go do exactly what you want to do. I suppose for some of you that this could, if it does involve an Aries or maybe a Taurus, there is something about that dynamic where it feels like they're constantly trying to give you unsolicited advice is how I would take it. They're trying to, it's being relayed to me as like drink the Kool-Aid. They want to like cult you into a certain way of belief, or specifically a belief about the way you earn your money or your job or something. And you just don't love it. It's annoying and it's a little bit suffocating. Again, breathing down your neck. So what does this have to do with the other people? This could be indicating something about a divorce. Now, here's the thing. It's not you. It's your parents. And I don't think this is something that would have just happened. It's just indicating for those who have, for those who are a child of divorce, it's indicating that you're seeking lifelong partnership. There's something about a troubled marriage that you grew up in or around, or I suppose it could be referring to an ex-partner of yours many years ago. You're looking for the real deal. You're looking forward in multiple senses. You're excited looking forward, but you are looking optimistically ahead to moving into some sort of confirmed relationship, a confirmed commitment with a soulmate. Again, Taurus and Cancer is looking really good for soulmate and wedding energy. And again, something about this, I don't know if you're asking your father to help pay for the wedding, or I don't know what this whole thing is with the father. It might be if you're dating a Taurus, it may have to do with the Taurus's father, but the seeds aren't growing and you're trying to get them to. Before you walk away and abandon this relationship entirely, it's like you're going back to double check to make sure it's null and void, to make sure there's nothing left. I'm not saying there isn't. I'm not saying you guys can't repair this, particularly if it is with a father figure, or even like I know this sounds kind of bizarre, but even like a spirit guide that checks in on you. If your father or a parent or a paternal figure passed away and you still sort of have some animosity in your heart, it's encouraging you to communicate with that soul, with that spirit. So yeah, it's something about putting it to rest once and for all so that you're not constantly always thinking about it. And it's not the sense of needing to not think about your ancestors. It's not that. You can always hold on to their memory, and it's the positive energy that the universe wants you to hold on to. You may be clinging to some sort of resentment. Maybe this person owes you money. And I mean, that to me is not really such a Sagittarian energy. So again, that might go reversed. Sagittarians are expansion energy. Jupiter, you guys tend to be overly giving, sometimes to your own demise, right? You know, sometimes Sagittarians get burned financially because they're just like, oh, you need help? Here you go. Like you guys do tend to be extremely generous. It's just kind of in your nature. All right, so let's look at this row down below. Yeah, this person in your life, particularly another fire sign, though it's not you, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, they really come down on you about passing on valuable wisdom and knowledge. This could indicate a spiritual teacher of sorts. But again, I'm not sure you're always the most receptive to it, though there's something really beautiful here about they've passed some very valuable knowledge and information onto you that you may not even realize you are actually implementing that knowledge into your own life currently. So that's the thing. Even if this is a strained or a struggled relationship, it hasn't been for nothing. They have passed on some pearls of wisdom that are actually helping you navigate this next chapter in your life. And it may be regarding knowledge about, information about relationships, knowledge about how to build a thriving and growing love life. And again, it's almost, maybe you see it as hypocritical because this person may not have been the most warm and fuzzy person. This person may not have been like an arms around the shoulder type dad or something like that. There is a little bit of resentment or hostility towards this person. And yet some of the things they pass down to you, whether they are alive or have passed on, it is actually serving you. So nobody is perfect, Sagittarius. And I'm being called to say, there is something really beautiful about this person, though you may not always see it. They saw themselves as passing down knowledge and information that would be of use to you. You saw it as you're infringing on my life. You're breathing down my neck. Give me some space. There's sort of a need to sort of combine the two. So I don't know why I'm being called to bring this to your attention, Sagittarius. What the hell does this have to do with your love reading? I know, I'm working on it. I'm getting there too. So the person that, if you guys are planning a wedding, the person you're marrying or wanting to commit to is quite spiritual. And there's something about you are at your wit's end and you're ready to cut and sever the tie with someone. This person, especially if it's your family, that someone in your family kind of rubs you the wrong way. I suppose it could be your best friend, whatever. The person that you're marrying, particularly a Cancer or a Scorpio, they're encouraging you to go back and heal something because it's going to help your heart chakra. It's going to open you up to give and receive love in ways that you've never experienced before, because it's almost like negativity is clouding your judgment, or it's sort of festering within you. You need some sort of healthy expression to get any sort of animosity or negative feelings out into the surface. It's almost like you need to forgive someone. That's sort of the impression I'm getting from this. It could also be your mother, particularly if your mother baked bread. I know that's a really random thing to say, but that's coming to mind. Somebody who baked bread, fresh bread out of the oven. Is that a skill or a hobby that you have, Sagittarius? Is that something you're interested in? Mending fences. Okay, this is like a metaphor for something. Breaking bread with people, that's what this is. Sit down, let's break bread, let's talk about the past, let's have a peace offering and come together and sit again at the family dining table, right? There's some family drama going here, and there's no judgment, but I just keep circling back to that. So sometimes in love relationships, it's not always romantic love. Sometimes it's trying to call your attention to quite clearly heal something from the past and start anew with someone who there's troubled emotions there with someone. Anyway, the rest of your cards are very positive. I am being called to say like a parental or authoritarian figure in your life. You're welcoming in this beautiful relationship, or you're probably already in it. This feels very positive, Sagittarius. But yeah, there's something about encouraging you or nudging you in the right direction before you bring that final sword down and make that final decision that we're too different, we could never get along, this could never work. Someone, even a spirit guide, again, particularly a Cancer, even if your best friend is a Cancer, they're encouraging you before you sever that tie, and I don't know if you can see it, but it's dangling by like a thread. They're being like, well, what if you showed this person love? What if instead of giving them this anger or resentment or constantly kind of like this, get off my back type energy, what if you came in with like a, thanks for the advice, I appreciate it. It's almost like allowing the situation to grow in a more healthy way, by being the bigger person. I know this person gives you unsolicited advice that you don't like or you don't love. And again, it's up to you. If this is bad energy, if this has been like an energy vampire in your life that you feel you need to distance yourself from, quite frankly, I think you already have. I think you travel as far away from this person as you possibly can. But something about the planning of a wedding, it's like this to me is like you can't not invite your dad or whoever this is, right? Now, this is what the cards are saying. Can you plan a wedding and not invite your dad, Sagittarius? Absolutely. It's your life. Again, you're in the driver's seat. But there's some sort of spiritual guidance you're getting. It could also be from your mother if it's not from a Cancer or a Taurus. It's nudging you in the direction to clear out a karmic cycle with someone that has been a weight on your shoulder that's been relatively negative, to recalibrate the scales of justice. You might be dealing with a Libra. Very interesting. All right, let's throw some clarifiers on this. Tell me about this Libra, blind justice. Yeah, it's easier to walk away and not have to deal with it, but ultimately it's like you're going to feel, it's like a cleanse of your soul. There's spiritual cleaning, a cleaning out of the toxins in your body and the negative energies that you've been holding on to. It's almost like you've been holding on to it for so long, possibly since childhood, and now you're a full-fledged woman or a full-fledged man, you're an adult, but there's something about going back to heal something like a childhood wound. Recalibrating the scales, bringing justice to a relationship that, it's been very temperamental. It's been very heated. There's been a lot of wounds. There's been a lot of hurt. There's been what feels to you like a lot of head games. I think you view this person as extremely manipulative and, again, impeding on your personal space, impeding on your life. This person does feel a sense of guilt or remorse, or if it's not that, they didn't have bad intentions in what they did, and so the hurt and resentment you're feeling, they might even be oblivious to it. It's like they just didn't know. And I have nothing against my Aries. I love my Aries, but I am being called to say that. I'm so sorry, guys, my camera froze. So yeah, with Aries being the start, the head of the zodiac, the ram, it's like they're used to get what they want. They just push their way in. There is no please, thank you, do you mind if could I offer you? It's just, this is facts, and this is how we're going to do it. It's like, this is my household. You either fall in line or you don't. And you, Sagittarius, didn't seem to want to fall in line. And that's what I mean. I think you moved away from this person, but something about it, it's calling you back to bring healing energy to this relationship. So here's the thing, even if this is at all speaking about an ex, a romantic partner, I'm not totally getting that, but maybe it is. Before you sever ties once and for all, clean out the toxins that you're still holding on to. There's a need to revisit the past and make it right. Maybe that means having one final conversation of I forgive you, or saying that thing you always needed to say to them. It's like, now's your window of opportunity. There are two doors, right? And there's one that's being illuminated to you. It's something about before you pass through the archway, the altar, before you get into a new karmic relationship, soulmate, wedding contract, whatever it is. It's probably a wedding contract. There's a need to go back and heal something that was never properly dealt with at the time, that, yeah, mentally you're still holding on to it. Whether or not you realize that it is bringing some sort of unrest to your mind, you will feel insanely better. You will feel insanely more lighthearted and just at ease if you go back and fix something with someone. And here's the thing, I'm not getting that it's romantic. This might be an ex of yours where there was a lot of bloodshed. There was a lot of, and I don't mean that literally, but there was a lot of heated, simmering arguments and tempers. Two fire signs fighting fire with fire. I don't know why, Sagittarius, but you're being told in this spread, for some of you, if it applies, to go back and revisit that. I am getting once and for all, to make room for your new wife or your new husband. So, yeah, something about cushioning the blow. I don't know what that's about. And then, they're coming up again, the Emperor. How interesting. Yeah, and you, Sagittarius, Knight of Fire. You need to move towards this Emperor in your life, this authoritarian figure that really suffocated you, that it's almost like anything that you were trying to do as a child, they would stomp on it. They'd be like, that's not good enough. There's definitely a power struggle here. And again, I don't think your person meant to hurt you. I don't think they have a bad heart. They're very controlling. They're very rigid the way they go about things. This could also be a Capricorn, especially a Capricorn mother, if that makes sense to anyone. Again, they have good intentions. It came from the place of trying to protect you. But yeah, it ended up stifling and suffocating you. And so it seems like you wanted to get as far away from them as possible. But yeah, I just keep getting the same message. As you move into a new cycle with your new best friend, with your soulmate, with your romantic partner, it's kind of like, all right, well, who's going to be on your side of the church at our wedding? Like, who are you inviting? This is like who made the guest list? All these people coming up. I did say something about your brides and your groomsmen and all that. There's some family baggage here, Sagittarius. And again, for better or worse, it's your life, but you're being called. Yeah, there it is. I was going to say, waiting for it. Judgment. Going back to the past to heal something before we move on and close out a cycle. With the Seven of Cups. Yeah, because there's a lot of feelings coming up regarding the family that you're creating for yourself currently, the family you wish to have, again, with your wife, with your husband, with whoever. There is something even subconsciously bleeding into how you view relationships because of the foundation you were given as a child. Maybe that was something positive, maybe it was something negative, but Seven of Cups is coming up a lot. You don't know how to feel about something anymore. Maybe you're trying to see it from a different angle and assess, am I really mad at them, or am I mad at the situation? Am I mad at the circumstance? They were, maybe I'm mad they were an absent father in my life, but you know what? They were breaking their back trying to, earn a paycheck and make some money. There's something about you change your perspective, your viewpoint on how you feel, and the family comes together again, Sagittarius. This is the fairy tale ending card. And you have 10 of Earth. You have beautiful energy. Yeah, there's some internal light being shed on the subject, on you. It's like a spiritual awakening to heal a family issue in the past. I just keep getting that over and over again, because there's a tower that you have walked away from years ago, but the bits, and it's like the ash from the tower, from the explosion, from the chaos, from the arguments. That's so funny. You still find the ash on your clothing and need to brush it off. And that feels so Sagittarian, just real cool. Just yeah, I'm good. I know it. Sagittarius, you are being called to revisit something so that you can close out your cycle. You go from judgment to the world, and then establish balance and harmony and order in the world. All right, this is not really that romantic. I know that's what you guys were hoping for, but If you're dealing with a Sagittarius who has some family baggage, then maybe this is their message. Could also have to do with a Scorpio. All right, romance angels, let's specifically regarding this relationship about the wedding and the happy cards. Tell me about that. Who is this 10 of Cups marriage person that Sagittarius is looking into? Any vibes on that? This says, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. There is the sense of control that, especially if you have an Aries and a Capricorn as your parents, my goodness, did they micromanage you? Am I right, Sagittarius? Does any of that make sense? They may have instilled in you the idea of the type of man or the type of woman you need to marry, and this is saying to me, it ain't true. You found your soulmate, but there I don't know, maybe there's disapproval. Maybe there's a different religious upbringing. Maybe there's a different, I don't know what it is, but there's definitely a difference in the way you guys view things. And true love, this is the romance of a lifetime. Yeah, it is. Look at this. Look at this. What? Sagittarius, you got a good one. Stick with it. Stick with it, babe. All right, final zodiac signs that want to come out in Sagittarius' energy. Zodiac signs. Ooh. Zodiac signs. We'll take a couple more. Beautiful. What came out first? Scorpio and Leo. All right. Cool, cool, cool. You also have Capricorn, you have Aquarius, and you have Taurus. You see all those? All right, Sagittarius, that's what I got for you. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below what resonates. I will see you very soon for more tarot. Bye, Saggy.